What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online game. Let's start off today's video with a trivia question, shall we? Who were the last two teams in the NFL to win the NFC conference? The answer? Well, you're looking at both of them. The Los Angeles Rams, who made the Super Bowl about 6 months ago, and of course, the 2018 Super Bowl champions, the team we're using today, the Philadelphia Eagles. So both of these squads are still very talented from top to bottom, should both be competing to win the NFC this season, and should put on a pretty good game for us today. Early on, my opponent coming out with this 5-wide attack. That pass was dropped by Woods. This one will be caught by Robert Woods, and that was quite the telepathic connection. It seemed like Woods turned around as soon as that ball was thrown, even a bit before. So both of those guys are in sync, but maybe a bit too heavy of a workload for Robert Woods on the opening drive, because a well-timed hit stick has dislodged the football, and not only has my opponent lost the football, Sidney Jones has taken the recovery back to the crib. So I mean, even though it was a well-timed user hit stick, it's still a bad break at the end of the day in the game of Madden, and not the greatest break for us for what we are trying to accomplish in today's game. Yeah, we're trying to win the game, obviously, but we also want to get Zach Ertz his X-Factor ability, get Zach Ertz in the zone. And so far, Zach Ertz has not seen the field yet. At least the good news kind of is my opponent is running hurry up here. He's running a, high-powered, high-paced offense, and he's actually going to score right here down the seams to Brandon Cooks, and now we can bring Zach Ertz on the field. So we'll try to figure out how to stop his 5-wide attack a bit later, because we technically haven't gone to stop. All we did was force the fumble, but here comes Zach Ertz on the field, and there goes Zach Ertz on the post route, but the throw off the back foot is going to cost us dearly. We just did not set our feet on that play. I didn't realize I was still dropping back when I threw that ball. It must have been like a 7-step drop back, and I had no idea because I thought we had a touchdown in that play. I wasn't even paying attention to Carson Wentz, so that was a bit unfortunate. To get Zach Ertz's X-Factor ability of max security, we need to catch 6 consecutive passes with Zach Ertz, 6 consecutive targets to Ertz. So if we throw the ball to Zach Ertz and the ball is like swatted by a defender, I believe the counter goes back to 0. If we throw it to Ertz and he drops the ball, the counter goes back to 0. If the counter is, at anything higher than 0. So, as you guys are going to see, Zach Ertz, we were at 2 before, 0. It wasn't even his primary defender that swatted the ball. That was Clay Matthews at the line trying to blitz. So, yeah, it's going to be more challenging than you think to get Zach Ertz's X-Factor ability of max security, which I believe is the final X-Factor that we haven't done yet on the channel, as that'll be Ertz 4th down and 3 on the stick and nod. We had a different play call actually set up initially, and then my opponent called a timeout, and it benefited us because that stick and nod worked to perfection. Unfortunately for us, that defense works well for him, but he cannot bring down Carson Wentz on the corner blitz, and now the counter is back at 0. And this is why this Zach Ertz X-Factor ability is going to be more of a pain in the butt to get activated than you may think. Even though we get a touchdown here, our second touchdown in the first quarter, we have made no progress. The counter's at 0 out of 6 for Zach Ertz. So, I mean, good offense, good defense, just not what we actually want to get accomplished getting done right now. So once max security is unleashed, once we get Zach Ertz in the zone, as someone just got pancaked by Malcolm Jenkins is still hung on, as that will be caught by Brandon Cooks and then lost by Brandon Cooks. That's Sidney Jones, the man who scored the touchdown on the fumble recovery, forcing the fumble, and the man who forced the fumble initially, Ronnie McLeod, recovers this one. So those two players have quite the chemistry going when it comes to forcing fumbles and getting the recovery. Unfortunately for us, we throw the interception, and McLeod not quite the ball hawk apparently, because we were in damn near perfect position to get the user pick, and my opponent's only gone and caught it right over us. And on the next play, one more time with the hurry up, one more time with the 5-wide, and one more time with the Brandon Cooks touchdown. We still don't have much of an answer for what he's trying to do offensively, so yeah, we might lose this game, and we might not even get Zach Ertz in the zone. The good news is the counter's at 1 out of 6 as we throw it to Ertz. But yeah, what I was trying to say before all of that action busted out was once we get max security unlocked, it allows Zach Ertz to pretty much guaranteed make possession catches one-on-one, as long as you don't throw like a bad ball or something like that. So we'll see just how OP that might be. The problem is getting Zach Ertz in the zone. As I'm throwing the ball to Zach Ertz time and time again, especially since I've thrown a couple of incompletions his way, Zach Ertz has seen about, 6 targets so far? And my opponent's going to realize the fact that I'm throwing to Zach Ertz a lot. And eventually he'll try to guard him. Not well enough though, as Ertz on 4th down and 2 splits the safeties and will score a touchdown. And one more time, the Eagles grab the lead. 14-21. Two of the better defensive units in the league just bleeding points right now. And eventually we got to figure out how to stop this 5-wide attack because, yeah, he's just dawing our life away right now. He's finding seams. He's just making all the right reads right now. Sometimes there's not much you can do about that. The best way to stop it and tackle it is just come out all on man coverage. But I'm not that confident in running man coverage in Madden. I'm more just, coming out in zones and trying to bait people with the user and that kind of stuff. Hope our pretty good pass rush on this Eagles unit can come in. It's not quite happening though, as we're only rushing 3, and that'll be caught in the middle of the field by Gerald Everett. And one more time, Jared Goff has 235 passing yards, and we're still in the first half. He's going to tack on some more, finding Everett once again. One more time on that slant, and one more time the hurry up, no huddle offense. Minute 13 left. There's some pressure. We just got to switch it up on him. Make him just feel uneasy in that pocket. Now we go coverage. He still gets the quick pass off, though, to Robert Woods to the 3-yard line. 34 seconds left. Todd Gurley just follow 55 because that man will pave you all the way into the end zone. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, either way, Todd Gurley had a pretty easy touchdown there on the fullback dive, and it's 21-21 in the first half. Not quite the score we expected, and this is definitely what you did not expect. Zach Ertz on the jet sweep will go 75 yards right before the end of the first half. One more touchdown. Make that 7 touchdowns between the Rams and the Eagles in just the first half. It'll be pretty hard to expect more touchdowns than 7 in the second half. Either way, though, what a game we have so far, and what progress we've made late in the going for Zach Ertz's X-Factor counter. That's a big forced, incompletion, because my opponent would have been in field goal range. Instead, it's dropped. Fletcher Cox drops Jared Goff, and now with 2 seconds left, he's got to go Hail Mary to the end zone. He's going to go to Robert Woods one-on-one with McLeod, but we smartly go for the swat there. Could have went for the pick, but I was kind of hoping I could tip drill that one and, not to Robert Woods. Thankfully, it worked out for us as we go to Zach Ertz on the RPO bubble, and Zach Ertz stiff-arming a man for the first down. Zach Ertz's X-Factor is now activated. That's what you like to see. A couple of simple completions there. The jet sweep and the RPO bubble. I should have done that a bit more instead of forcing the ball. Speaking of forcing the ball, we're looking for Ertz, but we cannot get the pass off before Aaron Donald gets his first sack of the game. Next play on the stick and nod. There's the possession catch with Ertz against Littleton, who was in good position, but not good enough. Now on 3rd down and 1, we're going for the streak to Ertz, but Ertz is at least double covered. So let's not force that one. Let's just get the first down to Darren Sproles. So one way to knock Zach Ertz out the zone is to not target him for 3 consecutive plays. Probably should have just targeted him there, single coverage. I thought my opponent was going to double cover Ertz. Instead, he went down to Sproles. Not well enough, though, because Sproles still gets the catch. And now, if we do not throw the ball to Zach Ertz on our next pass attempt, he's going to be knocked out the zone. His X-Factor is going to be gone. So what I'm going to do is, well, I intended to pass the ball to Zach Ertz. There, accidentally double-tapped A, and that will cause a sack. But thankfully, that doesn't work against us. Zach Ertz still in the zone. And what I was going to say is we're going to run a jet sweep to Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz, that should count as a catch. I'm not sure it's because of the animation that happened just now, but Zach Ertz is out of the zone. He just caught a jet sweep. That is a catch. I don't know why Zach Ertz is out of the zone unless that, weird animation where it looked like he fumbled, but the play was called dead before he fumbled the ball caused Zach Ertz to get out of the zone. Either way, that kind of sucks for us. This will work out well. Darren Sproles on a perfect screen pass. How about the blocking from Sproles? The screens don't work off, or the blocking from Sproles. This blocking from the Eagles. Darren Sproles definitely did not pick up a block. He did everything but pick up a block. You do not want 5'6" Darren Sproles trying to take on an NFL defender, but yeah, you want him slipping around behind those blocks and getting the touchdown. And Darren Sproles, of course, the ageless wonder, still on this Eagles roster, and you can only expect them to still do work in the upcoming NFL season. But I was going to say, you don't see screens work too often before. I just called Darren Sproles like a right guard. As 2nd down, that's a downfield shot for Robert Woods, diving for the catch. That was a mismatch. We had Bradham on Woods, so we'll try not to do that again, as that will take us to the 4th quarter in this game. Down by 2 touchdowns, looking for the end zone, but the sack from Zach Brown. When we send this all-out pressure, my opponent just does not respond quick enough, so we go right back to it, and Zach Brown, once again, his 3rd sack of the game and his 2nd consecutive sack. We are going to, one more time, blitz him. He gets the quick pass off, but That's not a first down. That's fine by me. And you already know this guy's going to run hurry up here. And you already know we're going to send the pressure. Wait. Are we going to send the pressure? We moved the linebacker out wide. We blocked him. We forced him into the quick throw into a coverage defense. And he's only gone and put his hands in the cookie jar. And Malcolm Jenkins will not let him get away with it. A great defensive stand by us. And really, we just mixed up the play calling more than anything else. We have never truly found the answer to stopping him 5 wide besides just making him feel uneasy when we send pressure and making him second guess whether we're blitzing or we're buffing the blitz. And that's kind of what I do. Like I said, I don't know how to run lockdown man coverage too well. As you see, I'm actually trying to get Zach Ertz in the zone again. It's going to be pretty tough. But I'm going to give it one more go to see if we can get max security unlocked because we got like 1 pass off to Zach Ertz that was completed. So if we can get another one, that would be nice. And we should be running clock, but of course, you know, we got to have some fun with this one and see exactly how well max security is. That is 5 out of 6. And you see, I'm going to go right back to that jet sweep. These are the easiest 2 catches. Zach Ertz is now in the zone. Max security back to being unlocked. I should have just ran jet sweeps to Zach Ertz all game long to get him in the zone because you can't drop those. Now we're going to send Zach Ertz on that streak, but Zach Ertz is so tired. He's slowed down in the middle of his route, and the forced incompletion will knock Zach Ertz out the zone. In hindsight, I should have not even thrown that ball. I should have just taken the L on the play, probably called a timeout so Zach Ertz could get some stamina back, but yeah, Zach Ertz was like, I ain't run this route, man. As we're going to go for a 62-yard field goal attempt with Jake Elliott, and it's just short. I actually didn't get full power on that one. We might have actually made it with full power, and obviously the smart play is to punt the ball, but Madden told me to go for the field goal, believe it or not, so I guess that was actually the smart play. Just, I kind of sold on the release. So with 30 seconds left, the Rams still have a chance to get back into this game, but it's going to require an onside kick after Robert Woods gets the touchdown. We might be blowing this game, man. The Rams just will not go away, especially not Brandon Cooks with 143 receiving yards. Hecker on the onside. That's not going to work. It's recovered by Alshon Jeffrey, and even though this game is essentially over, we can need a ball. I'm going to try to throw the ball to Zach Ertz. Keyword, try to throw the ball to Zach Ertz. Aaron Donald not having any of it. But this time, oh, wow. Donald goes, actually, that's 50. I believe that's Epicom that goes down. And eventually, we throw the ball to Zach Ertz. And we're going to end the game like that. I'm not going to call a timeout. I'm not going to jeopardize losing this game more than I already have done. So, and I'll just run hard up here. I thought my opponent was actually going to quit with a second left, which would have been pretty lame. He unpauses the game and just lets the game end. So, I mean, shout out to him. Once he paused the game, I'm surprised he didn't quit. He just let it play out. So, good game to him, man. I mean, he played a really good game. We got a bit fortunate with a couple of fumbles. And, you know, he had pretty good offense out there that we never truly had the answer to stopping. So, I mean, he played a good game. We were just able to cheese with Zach Ertz a bit more. We had a couple of big plays to scoop and score the jet sweep before halftime. Like, who would have seen that coming? I didn't think I was going to score a touchdown in that play. I was just trying to add to Zach Ertz's X Factor counter. And he took a 75 yards. So Zach Ertz, 317 yards on 18 catches and who knows how many targets. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed this look at max security. Subscribe for some more Madden 20 gameplays. I'll catch you guys next time, and thank you for watching as always.